Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Jurassic World Survival Frenzy Pack Vespersaurus. Now I ended up getting this figure from Target. It's about $8. You can go to Target if you want to get this. That's where I got mine, as I mentioned earlier. And yeah, and if you don't, then good luck with in the next few days, because I would say like within the next few days your Target should be stocked with these, if not today. Oh, and speaking of today, Happy New Year's, by the way, guys. I hope your New Year's is coming off to a really good start. I know it is for me, even though it's barely the first day of the year. But anyways, moving away from that, yeah, this isn't my first figure from the survival line. I have a few other figures from this lineup. I just haven't reviewed them, but there's gonna be more reviews for the survival figures coming soon, a lot more. So if you guys want to see more reviews on my channel for the survival figures, stay tuned for that. And this is my first review for 2026. So and the Jurassic World Survival line is the 2026 line that was revealed in late September of 2025. And this lineup is supposed to be about like mutations of dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures or something like that. I don't know. That's what I heard. But looking at some of the figures from this line already, I definitely agree. And honestly, I quite like it. It's supposed to be like evolved creatures, basically. But anyways, let's take a look at the packaging. You have Frenzy Pack Vespersaurus right there, Jurassic World Survival title or logo or whatever, the Jurassic World Rebirth logo in the back of the tail. And you have the thick jungle background right here. I really like that background right here. It really does work for the boxes and everything. Then we have like this nice like yellow on the top right here that we see for the survival lineup with the black. Really nice packaging. I really do like it. Looking on the back of the box, you have Vespersaurus. And then you have the other three figures that are in this wave. That cool, interesting looking Plesiosaurus. There's the Vespersaurus which we're about to review right now. I saw the Monolophosaurus. I just didn't get it because it's my least favorite figure of the wave, and I already have a few other Mattel Monolophosauruses. But it has some interesting colors too. And then there's that incredibly amazing looking Dimetrodon, which is the one I'm mostly looking forward to. You have the Jurassic World Rebirth logo, even though it doesn't say Rebirth. Then you can still get the Jurassic World Facts app or Play app compatibility right there. And then you can scan the foot. To me, it's useless. I don't really scan. To me, it's useless. The scan codes are useless to me now. And the facts app is actually boring because you can just play. You can't like just read facts about the dinosaur. So it's kind of boring to me now. But later on in the video, I'm gonna give a scan code for the figure. I can't right now because it's under the foot, but it is right here if you want to scan it. But I'll do it later in the video for you guys. Oh, and then there is the barcode right there if you guys want it. You can just scan that in real quick. All right, now let's get this beautiful figure out of the packaging. And here is our Vespasaurus out of the packaging. And I gotta say, it's an amazing figure. I quite like it, especially for like an $8 price point figure. It's really good. The leg on mine right here is kind of like leading out like to the side a little bit right here. It's not like in its natural position. I hope that won't be an error for all the survival figures, or well, not all the survival figures, but mostly just this specific one right here. I really hope that won't be a widespread issue, considering that I know many people are going to get this figure for the way it looks. But anyways, Vespersaurus is a dinosaur I honestly never heard of. I think it's like a recently discovered species of dinosaur. I'm not sure. I can double check for you guys and then send it like in a short or something. But anyways, yeah, definitely an interesting looking dinosaur. So at the head, you have a nicely painted eye with no red. I mean, the pupil is red, which is, like most of the color of the head right here. Like a nice yellow eye with no painted like pupil, which is, pretty common when it comes to these kind of figures from Mattel these days. You have some nice whitely painted teeth, and of course you have some nice like feathering detail. It goes all on down to the back, and then the back has these nice crazy giant fur like feathers, which I actually really like, you know and then the feathers actually lead under, well, I wouldn't call them feathers, maybe like fur like feathers, but anyways, they lead under the arm right here, which is nice. Then you have some nicely painted claws. Okay, I mean they're not painted. They're not painted at all. I don't know what I said. Excuse me for that. But yeah, the claws aren't painted, unfortunately, which is typical when it comes to Mattel. And then you see more of those like feathering like details, like right here on the legs. Yep, you have a nicely sculpted calf muscle with some scoots running down the toes right here. No painted toe claws or the dew claw right here. Again, that's something common when it comes to Mattel, right? And then on top, that reddish part disappears like right here, and then the rest is just like that white cream color. And but the fur like feathering still continues on out to the tail, where you reach a certain part, like right here somewhere. Yep. And then for the underside, it's the same thing. That white cream color goes all on out through the tip of the tail to the tip of the lower jaw right here, which is actually very nice. I quite like it. Yep. You have a nicely shaped box-like head. To me, it looks like this dinosaur looks like a carnivorous feathered ornithomimid, kind of like Gallimimus or something. But if it was like carnivorous and if it had like feathers and stuff, that's what it kind of looks like. But from my knowledge, I don't think it's an ornithomimid. I think it's like some kind of other dinosaur. I gotta check. Yeah. And then here's the other side. The other side is pretty much the same. Oh, I forgot to get a look inside of the mouth. Here is inside of the mouth of our Vespersaurus figure. You have a nicely painted um, pink tongue right here. It's nicely sculpted out too. And then you have some nicely painted teeth inside of the mouth. It would have been better if this thing would have had lips, but I know some of the dinosaurs in the survival line, like the Afrovenator, which I do actually have, or like the Gorgosaurus, have lips, and even that new Carnotaurus figure that you probably heard of. 'Cause if you heard of the survival, the Jurassic World survival lineup for 2026, then you likely seen that Carnotaurus, and it's amazing, because there's like three species in this lineup that have lips so far. And I say that the lips really do work well on the dinosaurs because, well, if you've been following like modern paleontology, then you would probably already know that some dinosaurs are like depicted with lips, like Allosaurus or T Rex, for example. But, anyways, yeah, so that's inside of the mouth of the figure. Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much all for detail. And I like the way the body is built right here, too. It's like the reddish tone is amazing, too, by the way. Anyways, let's get into articulation. Now, as you just saw, you can open the jaw like that. You can close it shut. You can move the neck down and up like that because it's on a ball joint or a hinge right here. You can move the arms forward and back like that, kind of like little like turkey wings or something like that. Yeah. You can move the legs like that. Sorry, my camera fell, as you probably already saw. Or yeah, my phone fell. You can move the legs like that. I think I already moved them. And then you can rotate the tail. The tail rotation is useless, but it works for some figures, and for figures like this, it doesn't. Because if you rotate the tail, um, the fur like feathering won't match the rest on right here, and the same deal goes for the other side. So yeah, I'm just gonna rotate it back. There we go. Oh, and here is the DNA scan code, as I promised you guys. Here it is. I wouldn't really call it DNA, but like the Play app or Fax app code, here it is right here. You can scan it into the app if you want. For comparisons, here it is next to a human figure. Really nice size, or, you know, it's a really nice size to be honest. I really do like the size for it next to a human figure. Next up, here it is compared with the Jurassic World Chaos Theory Danger Pack Gallimimus right here. And see, and like how I said, it kind of looks like a ornithomimid because Gallimimus is an ornithomimid dinosaur. I wish Mattel would make like an ornithomimus because I know it recently appeared in Jurassic World Evolution 3 with an amazing design. If you haven't seen the Evolution 3 ornithomimus, you should definitely go check it out. It's an amazing design. You guys should really go check it out. I love it. I mean, I know Mattel did Archaeornithomimus for the Rebirth line, but some people did not like that figure because it didn't really look like an ornithomimid at all, more of like a troodon or something. I don't know. But again, I know Vespersaurus isn't in the same family with the Gallimimus, but the two do share many similarities, especially like in like the hands. Like they have like red like on top of the head right there, and they share like the same like facial structure, except the Gallimimus lacks fur like feathers, unlike the Vespersaurus over here. So yeah, that's one major difference I can really see in the coloration and everything. But they both do share the white cream like underbelly. Oh yeah, and again, when you look at the Vespersaurus, it's pretty much in like that danger pack, frenzy pack, or attack pack size range. So yeah, if you have another one of these figures, like a Gallimimus, for example, or this specific Gallimimus figure right here, then you can already, see the size range for this figure, or you can already get a feel for the size of it. And I don't think we need too many comparisons, but here it is next to another Jurassic World survival figure that I have so far. And that is the Jurassic World Survival Strike Attack Dilophosaurus right here. I actually got this one recently. I just opened it. I didn't want to review it. I just opened it. Very interesting Dilophosaurus figure though. It lacks the frill and it's more accurate. But anyways, moving away from that, yeah, here it is next to the Vespersaurus, and like these are like they're part of like the smaller size range for this lineup, which is actually really cool. And they both do share reddish colorations. But again, if you have a strike attack figure, then you will probably already again get a good idea for the size of the Vespersaurus right here. And one thing that's wrong with this lineup, just like many other lineups from Mattel, um, the claws on their action figures, it lacks they lack like paint claws like on the hands and the feet, which is common when it comes to Mattel as they do nowadays. But the new Gorgosaurus figure for the line actually has painted toe claws, which is actually really cool. Even though many people hate that figure because of its armor and its amount of spikes, but I think it's pretty cool though. You can't always be too picky. Anyways, I guess that's all I have to say about the Vespersaurus. I guess this review is over. And you can expect more Jurassic World survival figures to be reviewed as this year goes on. Today is barely the first, and I'm reviewing the Vespersaurus. Again, this is my first Frenzy Pack figure. I'm gonna get the other three soon and review them for you guys here on the channel. And if you guys want to see more of my reviews, please like and share and comment and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos here on the channel. And again, Happy New Year's to you all. And I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye.